Hello everyone, welcome back. We're gonna do another full face, and this is probably my most requested full face makeup tutorial brand. Anyway, today we're doing Charlotte Tilbury from beginning to finish. And I'm really excited because I love the brand, but there's a couple of things that I haven't had the chance to try, and I'm super excited. Just like with most of these videos, some of the products were sent out, some of the products I bought, but just assume that everything was sent out because I don't really remember which is which. Hi, how are you? We're gonna start by using a primer, and I have the Wonderglow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. This I've tried before. It's basically an illuminating, hydrating primer. It has like a slight tint to it, but it's really sheer. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna apply a little to the Beauty Blender, and this is the shade of it. It's like really pearly. I wouldn't even say this is a tint. It's not a tint, it's just like the color of the product, but it completely disappears. What it leaves is a soft focus, luminous glow to it. It's not in texture, it's like it's sunken in. It's not oily, and that's really good. And it's also not overly dewy, so if you're worried about that, this is not that at all. Next, I'm gonna go with the foundation. I actually have two foundations of theirs. There's the Airbrush Flawless Foundation that I've tried, and then there's the Light Wonder. The Airbrush Flawless Foundation is really nice, but it is a little bit matte. So I'm gonna try to use today the Light Wonder. This is the Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation, but if I feel like this is too lightweight, I might even mix the two. So this is the shade Fair. I feel like this would work, even with like concealer, supplementing it. I wanna work this as a base. This works well with the foundation brush, but I still might use a blender to kind of finish everything up. I just thought that the foundation would give a little bit more coverage, especially around this area. My skin has been really shit. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the stress of lockdown. It's just not been working. And I feel like it's much better, but it does eat a lot of foundation, so you need more. Okay, so if I didn't have any breakouts, this would be perfect coverage and finish for me, I would say. It's really nice. But because I do have a few breakouts, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the Airbrush foundation to those bits. Sort of work this as a matte concealer, because I don't actually have a matte concealer. And also this is the shade One Cool. Not overly cool, to be honest. It's actually quite neutral. I don't find it to be too pinky or anything, which is nice. And it's a little lighter than the other foundation, so I'm just gonna try to blend it in a little. But yeah, I don't think I'd like this all over my face. So this is a really nice compromise. Next, we have the Magic Away Concealer, and this my shade is One Fair, always. I really love the packaging of this, and I've heard so many good things about it, so I'm really excited. Tip, which is really fluffy. I'm not sure what the coverage is like on this, but I am expecting a creamy concealer. Okay, so this is definitely on the creamy side, which I really love, but it's also like high coverage. It's not like super full coverage, but it is high coverage, so I really like that. And, oh wow. Honestly, I'm really digging this. I'm so impressed. I love that it's luminous enough for under eyes, for my personal taste, but it's also like high coverage. It's not like on the sheer side. I really love that. I might even put it a bit over the pimples, to be honest, because it is high coverage. I'm just gonna powder right quickly, and this is, they do have a loose powder. The one I have is the pressed powder, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade One Fair. Let's go. I'm just dabbing a little bit. I don't want to overcake, especially under eyes, because the finish is so beautiful. But I'm just gonna lightly dab on my T-zone. And honestly, I don't need much. It is very satiny. It's almost like you don't see it. And we're gonna move on to brows. I'm just gonna brush them beforehand. My usual way of doing brows is doing a brow pencil and then a clear brow gel. That's usually my perfect solution, depending on the brands, but that's usually what I do most days. Today I have a brow pencil, which is the Brow Lift 3-way shape tool. This shape, kind of like the Anastasia brow definer, and it has a little spoolie as well. Grace K, and it's like a grayish ashy shade. And then we have also the brow gel, and this is the shade Linda, and the Legendary Brows brow gel. And this is such a tiny spoolie. So I don't know, we'll see how we get on. It's a waxy one, so wow, it's really precise. It has like a grayish ashy tone, but it's not too gray. Look how tiny this is. Oh, I like this. I get the tiny spoolie. Like usually I love big spoolies because I feel like those chunky little ones get my hairs not as crisp and up, but this one gets them up. It's tinted, but it's not overly like thick, the formula. It's quite jelly. Like for example, the Glossier Boy Brow that everybody loves, I feel like if you already have really bushy brows, it can be so intense to use. And this is a lot more delicate and a lot gentler. I'm gonna start first with this Color Chameleon crayon, and this is the bronzed Garnet shade, I think. I wanna do like a smoky brown eye. So that's what we're gonna do. I have not really primed my eyes with a primer, so this is gonna be my primer. And we're gonna build on that. Oh wow, the color is so pretty. Just gonna buff that in a little. Look at this beauty. Just gonna build like a solid base, and then I'm gonna go with powder eyeshadows. It has like a very smoky base, which I really like, kind of grayish. So I'm not gonna take this little quad, and this is the vintage Vamp luxury palette. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this one. Yes, I'm just gonna kind of blend it out. Use this on my crease to kind of create more evenness. As you can see, like I just a little bit, but it's so much better than here. And also to just create a little more depth. This is so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. It just is honestly the perfect match for this crayon. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna blend it out a bit with a clean, fluffy brush. Well, it's not clean anymore. I do want to do the inner corner with the foiled one. Top up a little bit of my crayon here, because when you apply the first layer, then it dries down, and when you do it on top, it's so powerful. I hope you can see it. And this is their Legendary Lashes Volume 2. My lashes have been shit, so no matter how amazing this mascara is, they're gonna be shit. But let's just try. It's definitely not like a light-handed mascara, which is not bad. So they are shit, so I can't expect much. But they're kind of like peaking a little. Okay, that's about the best we're gonna get, which is not that bad, to be honest. I am still gonna do my cupping thing, but I've been doing lash lifts as well, but now that we're in lockdown, I can't do it. I might just have to get an eyelash curler. Doing the cupping. This is actually a mascara that I think I would really enjoy. The formula, because it looks amazing, and if I have my lash lift, I think this would be a really nice mascara for me. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna use is the Flawless Filter. This is the first kind of dewy product that I've tried. I've used it a bunch. I know a lot of people use it as a primer. I would rather use it as like a dew topper, and I really like it. But if you find that most of what I use, like the Glossier Future Dew, is amazing. Bobbi Brown had a limited edition one that I really liked as well, but it's not selling anymore, I don't think. But if you think the Glossier Future Dew is a bit much, this is a lot more tame. Now I want to use these two ones because I've always been super curious about it. There's also a new one, the Pillowtalk one, but it's kind of pinky and that's not really my thing. But so we have the Beauty Light wand and the Contour wand, and I think they both have at least 2 shades. I think. Or just the Contour one has 2 shades. I don't remember, but I have the lightest shades in any case, and all the products will be linked down below. And I don't usually do contour, as you know. And you can even use it as a bronzer, really. It doesn't have to be contour because it's not... It is a little bit cool toned, but it's not like overly cool toned. And so... blend. I'd use this definitely like as a contour bronzer, as like a tan tour. But it's so pretty. I love it. Absolutely adore this. Let's go with the light wand. Wait, I have to open this. And again, if you're using this wand, you're not going to need to use the flawless filter because this is by definition, I think, dewy. I like to combine dewy things. This is so pretty. This is honestly so pretty. It's kind of like, I had given up on most of my shimmery highlights because I just prefer a dewy one so much more. But this is like the best of both worlds. Look at that. I'm obsessed. I can't believe I haven't been wearing this my whole life. And my blush is the Chic to Chic First Love Swish and Pop blusher. Clean it a little bit. I love this because it's pinky, but it's also like really muted pinky. And so I'm just gonna work that in between my bronzer and blush and highlighter. I feel like I can see a lot more blush in the camera view, like the view little thing, than in real life. Like in real life, it's not that red. And I'm gonna use my Pillowtalk lip liner, which is one of my most used. I use it all the time. So this color, I use it so much because it's very similar to my actual lip shade. This is the one I use anytime that I want to use like sheer glosses and stuff. Basically this color. I do wipe off the excess. My teeth are so yellow. I need to do a teeth whitening. And now I'm gonna use the Pillowtalk Collagen Lip Bath. It's a heart. But anyway, this is just like a gloss. It's a lip gloss, but basically it has like plumping effects. Not in the like spicy way, but in a minty way. It's also not sticky at all. And we are done. We are done, everyone. We are done. I don't know if I should take a, I don't know what I'm doing in my hair, guys. This is it. This is the final look. I really, really like it. I feel like I'm like a sassy businesswoman right now. I don't know why I said businesswoman. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. So basically, I just want to give a rundown of the products. I feel like not the tinted cream, like the tinted foundation. I know the texture is not perfect for me. It's really good. It's not perfect. And I think I honestly loved everything else. It's a really solid brand. The products are expensive, are on the expensive side, but they are worth it for the most part. I feel like there's not one product that I hated at all. I feel like if there is a winner that I have to pick, I don't know. Guys, I really like the crayon. The crayon I think is really, really worth it. It's so nice. And you can build a look with just the crayon, to be honest. And then the wands they're fucking good. They're really good. And definitely like, they're not too dewy. So if you feel like you will love the dewy effect, but your skin is too oily and it's not gonna get along with like the Glossier Future Dew, or maybe even the Flawless Filter, the wands are the answer. Cause, girl. And let me know what next brand you want me to try on a full face scale, because I really enjoy doing these. I was thinking maybe that my next brand would be ABH or Morphe. I do have some like, I wanted to do the Kat Von D one, but not the Kat Von D, I'm sorry, the KVD Vegan Beauty. But I ordered some products to the US for a friend because my boyfriend was going there and pick them up, but then lockdown happened, his trip was canceled, and so now I'm gonna have to wait until this all gets sorted out because I don't wanna buy the same products again, if that makes sense. But anyway, that is on the books. Well, let me know what other brands you would want to see from me to try. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the little bell button in case you want to know every time I upload. And you feel like you don't know because I'm such a flaky bitch.